the Politricks watch. This is Sir P. Now, today I'm going to be talking about two things, although them really surrounding the same topic. The first one will be addressing the age-old narrative that education and job are going to stop or deter people from scamming. It's almost like, say, once, you get a degree or something, or you pass a certain course, suddenly the morality chip activates in your brain. But if you don't pass that course, then that chip can't activate, and then you're just inherently a criminal. So what we need is to get people jobs, and the job are gonna stop somebody, or money are gonna stop somebody, some qualification are gonna stop somebody. The last week or so, that's been completely debunked. Because everybody shocked to see the type of people they want thief, type of people they want scam, type of people them want fragment the line. It doesn't add up. The next thing I'm going to talk about is the fact that all of a sudden, Ironman citizens have a problem with deception and scamming. What one thing could never get away? One thing said after loving scamming culture, right, loving people being deceived and losing them life earnings, suddenly it could be outrage. I'm gonna say nothing. Or you're gonna be upset today. We could start off with the first part. Can somebody tell me why big job, big education, big opportunity, big prestige, big reputation don't stop people like Andrea and the other corporate choppers? Who want to explain that one to me? Remember, them say all the aforementioned things are gonna stop. Right? Let's just call him Ratty, or a typical scammer. Right? The generic scammer look. Right? Let's just call him Ratty. Them say all them things are gonna stop Ratty from the corner. If Ratty get the education and the job and the salary and the prestige and the respect of working for a big business and the empowerment, then he not gonna scam again. Right? I'm not gonna scam in the first place. So why not stop? Right? The whole corporate people them will see a fragment the line. That has been completely debunked. Making fast money with as little effort as possible is a mindset and a culture. And when you couple it with low deterrence, in other words, it's not like say you are facing a real serious time even if you get catch, well, you have disaster in your hand. Let me explain something to you. One of the main difference, or the main difference between, say, a corporate chopper and your typical chopper, Ratty, quote unquote Ratty, is the war and bloodshed. But you know why? The NCB or Sajiko chopper don't have a war. It's not because them quote unquote brighter. It's not because of their titles and their letters behind their names, no. It's because they don't have to. Do you know why they don't have to? Because the corporate chopper, for our victim, go look for our Ratty have to go look for theme victims. Ratty and theme boys them have to search out people, link with the money over here, to get the lead sheet, make the first call, start breaking somebody. The corporate chopper, people are go to them and I say, see some money. Here is my money, I trust you to lock it up for me. Feel them chopping happens privately. Them sit down at them desk and them start move run funds and move run funds. Ratty on the other hand, in the process of looking for theme skull, the theme giant, him woke up in a 5 other man who will look for the same giant. Then go jump off and people dead. If your favorite carpet chopper, you would woke up in a 5 other carpet choppers for the same client, you would see bank managers, people from Cap Market, Sajiko and all them places there are floating at the rear cobra constantly. They will be killing each other too. They don't kill because they don't have to. They don't kill because people now quote unquote broke them foot. In the world of Ratty there, people are broke man foot. Man a take a man lead sheet, take a man client, and some man a dead. It's not because one is very educated and the other one isn't. It's not because one make big money and the other one doesn't. It's not because one live at Kingston 6 and one live at Salt Spring. It's because one I get them foot broke in the process of looking for them victims, and the next one for them victim go look for them, hand them the money, and nobody now compete with that client. Listen to the titles. Remember Andrea from NCB? She was operations manager. Kadeen was senior wealth advisor at Cap Markets, master's degree and JP. B letter behind her name. Alicia Moulton White, vice president of group of marketing and Sadiko. These are the people who are being charged. Those are the people who are making news, right, who are going to jail. Right. For corporate trapping. Vice president, operations manager. Does that sound like Ratty from around the corner? Who just want a chance? Who just want an opportunity? They had the opportunity. Big opportunity. Still, fragment the line. Them can't explain that one to you. Using their narrative. Doesn't add up. Which social intervention program is going to be invented that's going to rival the aforementioned jobs? Which social intervention program is going to put Ratty on the same level as an operations manager, as a senior wealth advisor, right, with master's degree and a JP, vice president of group of marketing? Which program are going to put Ratty on that level? And even if that program give him that level, we see that people who are at that level still fragment the line. Yeah. But them tell us say, Ratty if you just go on one program and might leave scamming alone. Youths who go towards scamming go because them just want a job, just want. If you just give them more opportunity, if they were better educated. How much more education Kadeen need? Right. What, she should have gone for a PhD? Or is that the new argument? Yeah, alright, she have a bachelor's and a master's, but if she have a PhD, then this wouldn't happen. Alright, she make X amount, but if she didn't make X, Y amount, this wouldn't happen. This unicorn need. Fraud in Ironman comes with very low sentences. It's risk versus reward. And let me say, when you couple that with scamming culture, a culture where the idea of scamming has become so normalized that people don't think much of it. The idea of deceiving somebody taking the money from them has become so normalized that we don't even get shocked when we hear it no more. Well, until the last couple of weeks. But let me say, that's because it is closer to home, but you'll go hear about it later on in the video. This is what I'm thinking. Make an easy $50 million or go jail for 2-3 years. Make easy $100 million. And if they get catch, remember, that's a very big if they get catch. You have a couple years in jail. This is what people are thinking, the deterrence is low. It's just like one time we talk about illegal firearms, the deterrence is low. Except in this case, the reward is even greater. Remember, this is just who get catch. You think across the entire financial system in Ironman, across the whole of banking, across all investment houses. You think of us, Andrea and Gina and Pantan and them people there. I fragment the line. You think of us 5 or 6 or 7? Most of them get catch. People talk about money like say once you make a certain amount, you guarantee to good. Just thinking that thing so. Enough people in Ironman have big salary and they're still broke. End of the day, it comes down to your expenses. Enough people make good money but live above their means. For example, they may make $500,000 or even $1 million a month. But them don't want to live in a house to match them salary. They make good middle class money, but them want to live like them a P. Diddy. So them take out a house where they can barely afford, a car they can barely afford. Next thing you know, bills pile up to the neck. The idea that any job will deter somebody with a chopper mindset is unicorn meat, because there's no job will pay you $10 million in a one go 3 times for the week. None. Even if Ironman became Luxembourg overnight, a chopper, especially a carpet chopper, can still easily make a whole heap more money. Just think about this for a second. Gene and Pantan confessed to $138 million. $138 million. Which job, anyway, I will compare to that? If somebody tell themselves they want $100 million as fast as possible, which job you are going to use and deter them? None. None. So the idea is say, Ratty, I go stop chat the line. If you get one job and more opportunities, and if you go do this, if he gets better educated. How that will deter Ratty, but it now deter Andrea. Right now deter Kadim. If big money and big job and big title could deter people, we wouldn't be seeing the Kadim Thomas them and the Andrea them in the news. 116s wouldn't be criminals. You see this SSL thing? Right? This is shaping up to be a 116 crime. Fragmenting the line at the highest level. Now, here's the final thing more on this. This one probably go upset you. But here goes. I could have swear Jamaicans don't have a problem with scamming. I'm surprised by the quote-unquote outrage when I see it go on. I never know the Iron Man people have a problem, right, with others being deceived out of their money. They say the definition of fraud, according to Investopedia, is when somebody take money or other assets from you through deception or criminal activity. That means there is no difference between Andrea from NCB and Ratty from Salt Spring. Let me say that one more time. By that definition, the definition of financial fraud is when someone takes money or other assets from you through deception or criminal activity. Therefore, there is no difference between Gene and Pantan, between SSL them, right, and Ratty and Finbridge them at the line. None whatsoever. The methods they use might be different, but it's the same end result. Right? They use deception. Right? They take money and other assets from somebody through deception or criminal activity. Emphasize on the deception. The way how Ratty might deceive him client, quote unquote client, might be different from how, Gene and Pantan deceive your client, but they both use deception, right, to take money and other assets. That is what we call chopping someone, and you were a fan of this up until last week. What's the matter now? Is it because this one hit closer to home? Suddenly you start fret. Suddenly the money where you work so hard for all your life, you start to worry yourself, I wonder if I'm going to chop me. But you found it funny when you hear someone old 80-year-old woman lose every single penny she work for. You say, well, she a fool. You say, then she get tricked, she a fool. Well, what happened one time that old woman know, I watched this video and I say, well, Jamaicans put money to go buy stocks and shares, Jamaicans put money in a bank here and it gone, them a fool. How about that? How about somebody else say, well, you put your money in a bank there, you're a fool. You make business advisor or wealth advisor, right, move your money and tell you say this and then trick you, you're a fool. You wouldn't like it, would you? You wouldn't. But that's the Iron Man people were saying. Right? They say, well, no matter what, it's wrong what happened, but you don't say that. Normally, you weren't saying that up until last week. When people made videos supporting choppers, you agreed. You nod your head, yeah man, a true man, a real thing man. Remember a video from some Gwyneth? I don't know where she come from. Talking about, you don't know why them call them choppers, and people are like, yeah man, a true man. You not say that now. How about somebody make a video say, I don't know why Jamaicans are complaining about. Think about it. People losing their entire life savings was funny to you. You were entertained by it in more ways than one. Now all of a sudden your morality chip has been activated. I just find it weird how a culture that idolizes scamming, glorifies scamming, is suddenly against it. But as I say, it's closer to home. That no right, People work hard for their money. You shouldn't just like the other people they made a laugh off of. People lose everything all in life. You hear them stress out. They realize that their money gone. And you say them a fool. Remember? People send money to invest in shares and then take the money, forge papers, and do their own thing with it. Deception. They use deception to take money from somebody. So there's no difference between Jidan Pantan and Rat. None at all. Use deception to take what don't belong to them. But you found one funny, you were entertained by one, you justified one, and now suddenly I said, them are wicked. Gene and Pantan are wicked, Andrea are wicked, Colin are wicked. Because that one is closer to home. That one that might affect you and somebody where you know. For them to do that, you don't belong to them. You work hard and all of a sudden, I don't understand, just last week you were a fan of scamming. Just last week you love it. Right? They made fun of people. Them a fool, and that happen to them, man, them a fool. Right? Come on, man, make up on the mind. Too much part-time crusaders. One day when they for something, choosing against it, all depending on who that matter. Anyway, Patient Squad, big up on yourself. Yeah, you don't know, more life. Water Squad, stay circling. Bless.